Hello, everyone. It's Lee here.
Hi, it's Beth.
And it's the Beth Lee McCain radio show, where all we talk about is the wonderful, incredible, grateful,
Law of attraction,
beautiful, and every other adjective, positive adjective,
yeah.
Law of attraction.
How's everybody doing today?
Well, I think they're doing good because, you know what? We've been having wonderful emails from so many people this week.
We really have. This week has...
With a very positive spin.
I was going to say, this week has all been about... we've gotten some questions, but it's funny how things go in
these
groups. Yeah, like everybody is very complimentary
so
this week.
let's keep it that way. Let's build on that.
Yeah,
it's just wonderful. I've had some wonderful things happen for me this week.
I know you have. You want to talk about it?
I would love to share them with all our friends out there.
Does it have anything to do with the shirt that you're wearing
It
right
could
now?
have a little bit to do with the shirt I'm wearing. Many of you know that, my biggest struggle in life has been weight. And with the law of attraction over the last 2.5 years, I've lost way over 200 pounds.
Yes.
And so you can imagine what I started at. But for those who don't know, go to the website and go to the weight loss page and find out all about it. But today is the first day since I was about 21 years old that I bought a shirt in a regular store. So
I'm so proud of you.
I'm
so proud of you. You know it doesn't matter.
I know
what size you are,
but
I am so proud of you.
I've never felt this particular feeling. We've had some wonderful, amazing things happen in our lives, but I've never felt like what it's like to go in to a regular store and for the first time since the age of 21. And I remember the last thing I ever bought in a regular store. It was in a store called Zodi's in Anaheim, California.
I remember Zodi's.
and it was kind of tight, and it was the high, and then from then on, I started buying at the Big and Tall, and I am just so grateful, so happy about that.
Yeah, well, you look good.
I'm going to blog all night about it.
Oh, are you?
So anyway, and thank you, universe.
That's right.
The other thing is, we are in full magazine mode.
I'm looking at you going, who are you? It's like we've been passing. We've been passing the baton all week, haven't we?
Yeah, it's been the 15-hour days, but. It's coming along wonderfully. We have the most incredible group of advertisers who are supporting the magazine. We've got subscriptions are through the roof. Keep them coming, folks. That is one thing that Janet doesn't mind doing is introducing a new subscription into the subscription data. So it's like our thing every day. Well, how many subscriptions came in today,
Yeah.
And so we're so proud of it. We can't wait. It comes out April 1st. So all of you will...
Our second issue.
Yep, all of you subscribers will be getting it that week. And, of course, the stores and all you retailers that are carrying it. And, oh, boy, it's just been wonderful.
It's been a great week.
It
really has. It always is. But this week has been exceptional in milestones.
Yeah.
I've noticed that this week. So.
Yeah.
And Peanut's got a milestone of 9 years old.
She's going to be 9 years old.
Well, that's amazing to me.
She's going to change from a peanut to a walnut pretty soon.
Is that what she's going to be?
I'm trying to think of what's a bigger nut than a peanut.
Okay. Yeah, well,
Me, I'm a bigger nut. There you go.
All
okay,
right.
Well, we got some great questions. So,
we do.
So who's going first?
I'll ask you first. How's that?
All right.
Okay, this is from Steve, and he's from New Mexico.
Hello, Steve.
Hi, Steve. Oh, this is quite a question. You're not going to believe this question.
I haven't seen the questions yet today.
I know. That's why you're gonna be not surprised, but you're gonna go, oh my gosh, and I can tell you why. You'll see why in a minute. I should say. I have a company that is about ready to bankrupt. All my employees have a negative attitude.
Okay.
I believe in the law of attraction and have been visualizing good for my company, but nothing yet. What is going on? Lee, would you like to take this over?
Oh, I would love to. Steve, I'm going to tell you something. Beth and I actually lived this not very long ago. And it is heartbreaking, and I'm telling you, it was what happened to us, and I can see that it's happening here with you. It's when you lose sight of the law of attraction that this kind of thing can happen.
Can I interject?
Please do.
Okay.
Because Beth has a wonderful take on this.
Well, it was during a time where we were in the throes of work, and it was with a project that we were doing with television. And I, as well as Lee, were working 24/7. And enjoying it, but just really weary and tired. And when that starts to happen, then things start to go a little off balance. And so I continued to center myself. I continued to think good thoughts with the law of attraction. But what I had done is finally said, universe, I want you to take this over. Where's this supposed to go? Because Lee and I actually weren't even able to see each other hardly. It
Hardly
was just,
ever.
It was
awful.
It was so daunting. And
I backslid.
And yeah, by not having each other all day long or having that support all day long, Lee began to listen to the opinions
of the negative others.
And I'll tell you what, it's really hard at first because you go, I said to you, do you realize what's going on here? But you can't push. You just can't push someone who is having that. So I watched and I visualized is what I did for Lee. And anyway, you can go from there.
Well,
but
so
it turned out wonderfully fine.
It really did. It all's well that ends well.
Once he figured it out.
But it took the LOA for even me on a personal level to turn it around. So basically, here's the thing. Anything that is a true success happens because everybody is on the same visualization page. They're all wanting the same result. They want the good.
That's right.
When you're talking about employees having negative attitudes and all that, now what's happening is from within. There's the old saying that Abraham Lincoln once said. If our country ever falls apart, it won't be because of somebody outside coming in. It'll be from the inside out. And that is so true even in this case, Steve.
Or about the apples.
Yeah, absolutely. One bad apple,
and it just
can spoil a barrel,
and it works its way through the whole.
And when the other apples start spoiling as well, So basically, what we would say is, I can't really address what the bankruptcy thing is with you and all that, but if there's any chance of turning it around, it's going to be because everybody gets on the same positive page. And probably looking at your question here, that is the thing that has been the pulling the cotter pin that has unhinged it all. Is when you have a bank of negative happening constantly,
and then you buy into that,
and follow into it, and become. That's when it probably,
So hopefully it's not too late, which I don't ever believe it is in the law of attraction. But obviously this is being focused on.
Yeah.
The bankruptcy and the negative just by the question. You're going to want to get together with your group.
Yeah.
And find out who really is a part of the positive end of it.
Yeah.
And is it going to go into bankruptcy? And if it does, can it be pulled out beyond that? You need to get together with your group and get a strong spine law of attraction.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, I hope that helps. But
so,
it's been lived.
Yeah, it has. Well, I have one for you here from Nicole in Ohio.
Okay.
Ohio, beautiful Ohio. Beautiful river there.
Hi, Nicole.
Right on one of the Great Lakes. Okay, Nicole, she says, when you first started the law of attraction, did it slowly all come together for you both, or did it happen quickly?
Wow, we actually have a personal question.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Well, let me tell you. What happened at first was it was gradual. And the reason why it was gradual in the beginning was because the confidence had to be built in the law of attraction in the universe in itself. So little things here and there took little steps.
And I was the foot dragger.
And so once we got the hang of it, and once I really got the hang of it, and I finally got Lee involved, then it truly was almost overnight.
Yeah, and it was.
And I want to attribute it to both of us being a part of it together. You can do it obviously alone, but if you've got someone who's there with you, even if they don't believe in the law of attraction, but just support you and what you're doing, it makes just a difference.
So it's like one of those things. It's like an overnight success, but it took X amount of years.
Sure, it took a little while to gradually, but then once it kick-started, that was it. It was not like night and day.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Hope that helps, Nicole.
Yeah, and thanks for asking.
Yeah. This one went by just lickety-split.
I know, very quick.
Well, keep the emails coming, folks. We'll
Please
be here
do.
again next week like we always are.
All right.
And we thank you so much, and bye-bye.
Bye.